Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
So you might be wondering, might be asking yourself, having a little question and query, Silken, this isn't Silent Hill like you said it was, and you, my astute viewer, would be correct. This is Nier Automata. So, in the attempt to record a second episode of Silent Hill, the optimization problems were too abundant that even on the lowest of settings, it would not run at a stable 30 FPS. So I have decided to can that series until I upgrade my hardware, at the very least, or just can it, period. And in the meantime, I want to play, just to put on the channel, one of my favorite games of all time, Nier Automata. Just because I want it on the channel.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed.
That's pretty much it. I have played it before, I've played it twice, but nonetheless, I just want it on the channel because I love it so much and I think it needs more recognition. It is genuinely, I think, one of the best written, best made, and most fun games of all time. Because they don't sacrifice gameplay for story, or story for gameplay. It's just equal and interesting, and tackles some very interesting premises.
7E down.
Now I will probably be cutting out things like a lot of the side quests, because a lot of them are just pretty meh. I can think of one example, that being the Little Sister side quest, where you basically just go and find a little sister and return them to their older sister, and that's pretty much it. It's very boring and uninteresting, so for those sorts of stuff I will cut out, just because if I keep in everything, this series will be like 50 episodes long, some shit like that. Because this is not a long game. Sorry, this is not a short game, this is a very long one.
Permission to assume mobile configuration.
Permission granted.
And in between episodes, I will be Googling how to get each and every ending. I know how to get most of them, but not all of them. So, because I want to show off all the endings and everything this game has to offer. One thing I will not be doing, though, is getting all the weapons and all their upgrades, because that is just too much work. Now, you're probably wondering, Silken, if you've played it so much, have you 100% of the game? And you bet your ass I have. I will put up on screen the achievement profile, whatever the fuck it is, on screen. Basically a little tag that says I've 100% of the game. Took a lot of work, but was absolutely worth it, because I love this game.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain.
Understood.
The second worst character in the game. You can also kind of tell its age, because you see in the background the scaffolding. It doesn't have the greatest anti-aliasing, and that's just a common theme through the game. It just does not have the greatest anti-aliasing, but its art direction speaks more than its graphics. I think something a lot of games need to take into account. You can make a game that looks realistic or good, but it's the art direction that will make it last forever. This game has a fantastic art direction. Even if it is a little archaic looking, that is, because there's a lot of repeated textures, a lot of repeated assets, and a lot of things that just don't look quite good. But I'll talk about that stuff when I get to it. And because I'm playing this, I think I will also play Nier Replicant, which I have not finished, but I have started. I've never played that one before, barring the start of the playthrough I have. Oh yeah, I forgot I can do this. Yeah, there's a bit of a cheat with the mobile configuration where you can just sort of spam melee and shoot, and it does so much damage. No, that is not an audio bug, that is entirely intentional, and I love it.
Activating short-range attack gear.
Best character in gaming.
Alert. Large enemy group detected.
I don't agree with
Yes,
that, I
I'm
just
aware of that.
like to be. Her dialogue is good, and she has a great character arc. Ow. Just because I played this game a lot does not mean I'm good at it. I should note. It's the same thing with Bloodborne, which I will get around to eventually. So this and Bloodborne are games I've played before, but love so much I just want to have them on the channel at some point. At some point I want to have all of my favorite games on the channel, barring a few like Just Cause, because Just Cause is a big kind of boring series. It's very open world and it's a very much a game that you can just do at your own pace and can become very uninteresting if you're not doing a lot of the main story or liberation stuff.
Enemies destroyed.
Not quite.
Hell yeah. The automated defense system.
Is that our target?
This feels like a Final Fantasy XIV boss fight arena.
As swiftly as possible.
I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV in my spare time. If you're on the Oceania servers, the Materia servers, come say hi. I won't tell you my character name, but come say hi nonetheless. Be nice. Support your fellow Final Fantasy XIV players.
Toby, I'm transmitting your pod program.
Oh wait, I don't have the time. I don't have the program yet.
Pod program download complete.
I probably won't do this in chapters, like do the factory chapter and then do the city ruins chapter and then the forest chapter and so on. I'll probably do it still my 45-minute episodes, just to help keep consistency, because otherwise the chapters will be like 30 minutes, 2 hours, an hour and a half, 30 minutes, 2 hours. Like, that's just inconsistent and not very fun to watch.
Better make sure he's actually dead next time. That was dangerous, man.
Especially getting into the later sections. I'm gonna try and avoid spoilers
You're 2B,
because
right?
I don't
My
know.
name's 9S. I'm here to provide support.
Copy that.
So, was that big old buzzsaw
I'll wait for
the
these guys to
Goliath
shut
you
up.
came here to take out?
No, just another defensive system.
Oh, well, I guess we have to find the target then, huh? I've got a flight unit, so I'll take a look around the perimeter.
All right, I'll work my way inside from the ground.
Thanks, 9S. So as I was saying, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, so I'm just going to avoid saying anything that could be potentially spoilery. Because if you haven't seen this game before, if you've never played it, first of all, if you haven't played it, go play it for yourself, and then come back and watch this. But I will be trying to not spoil anything, because it's more fun if you don't know what's going on and then you experience it. Sort of like Outer Wilds. It's better to not know and play it yourself than be spoiled, because spoiling it definitely ruins a lot of the story. Unfortunately, some of the story really relies on the original at the time, which was just Nier, but now is Nier Replicant. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure Nier Replicant is just a remake of Nier, the original. Come on. There we go. Laser is my favorite pod program. I think there's 12 you can get? It's either 12 or 16. I can't remember. It has been a little bit since I've played it.
Ma'am?
What is it?
I was going to send you the map data I collected earlier.
Do it.
There we go, we got the minimap down the bottom right. Honestly, this is one of the earliest games I can think of where the HUD is completely dynamic and customizable in universe. I'll explain what I mean in just a sec. Okay, so come into pause menu. You come over to your skills and you go to plugin chips. All of your system ones can be removed at will, including the OS chip, but we'll do that at a later date. But I can change any of these at any time, and it just removes sections from the HUD. So if I remove the minimap, oh no, it's remove. The minimap is now gone. It's such an interesting mechanic because it works as both a resource management, as well as the ability to customize a HUD when most games don't. Also, I am in normal mode, so I will not be using any of the easy mode items, because that's baby shit. I don't need that. This game is not hard. God, I can't wait till I get auto pickup item. It's a really useful plugin chip you get later. Because it means you don't have to stop and do the pickup animation every time you want to pick up something.
Exit confirmed closed.
So open it.
Negative. Nearby enemies are jamming our signal.
Nothing's ever easy.
These dodges are also really good. But this was also made by Platinum Games, which are the same guys that did Metal Gear Rising and unfortunately Babylon's Fall. The melee combat that Platinum Games does is so good. Some of the best. Even if some of their projects are not the greatest. Like Metal Gear Rising, as fun as it is not a particularly diverse game in its mechanics. It kind of is. It's very simple and to the point, because it's more about telling its batshit insane story than it is about trying to have like deep, complex mechanics. Same thing with Nier Automata. You have, I think it's 4 or 5 different weapon types, and a heavy and light attack for each of them. So I could go into here and make a different weapon. Oh, there is already a different weapon set. So if there we go.
You know, man,
So now my
glad
light
you're
attack
here.
is the big sword, and my
Scanners
heavy
like
is the
me
little
mostly
sword.
work alone. Scouting out enemy lines and all that. I don't usually get a partner.
Which is a really neat idea.
It's kind of fun.
Emotions are prohibited.
Sorry, ma'am.
And another thing, stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
It's unnecessary.
All right then. To be it is.
Man, at the end of this series, I'm going to have a lot to talk about, because there's a lot to unpack when it comes to this game. Keep hitting the run button. But yeah, every weapon has a light and heavy attack, which can be comboed with every type of weapon. So it comes out to, what is it? I think it's 5 times 2 is 10. It's like 15, 20 different kinds of attacks. Attack combinations. Which leads to so much possibility and versatility for weapons. Oh, also, I do have the DLC. I will not be playing it
This place sure
because
is
it's
big.
kind of pointless. It's just
I
arenas.
guess humans used to use it as a weapons factory, but now it's just crawling with machines. The enemy seems to have repurposed the facility to increase their overall machine production.
So if we don't destroy it, they'll just keep coming.
I'm going to try and not talk over the characters when they speak, even though they do speak a lot, because the dialogue not only is kind of important, but it's also really good. Well written and well voice acted. Yes, in English. I like my games in English, because I do not speak the Japanese. The Nihongo. My Nihongo is not Jozu. I believe that's the correct way to... I believe those are both correct. I could be mistaken. I'm pretty sure Nihongo was Japanese and Jozu was good. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've learned any sort of Japanese. I do want to learn it though, don't get me wrong.
What?
It's just accessing random, nonsensical data from the old world. There's no actual meaning behind anything machines do.
Yeah. So basically, the machines have entirely taken over and integrated with this facility, and they're trying to just do some unknown task by using the old human recordings, but it has no meaning because they don't have thought. They just do mindlessly from the will of their creators, which is an interesting concept. Oh yeah, I just remembered that there's a Nier Automata anime. I watched the first season and it was pretty fucking good for the liberties it takes and diversions it has from the original story. It's really interesting. It's like a refresher, a refreshing take on the story that already exists. I'm the kind of guy that likes when remakes or adaptations or whatever don't follow the story one for one. It's fine if they have beats or lines or moments that are one for one, but if it's exactly one for one, or if it's not at all the same, like it's completely different, why make it? Because if you're not going to follow a storyline, or at least some similar plot structures and characters, why make it? If you're going to follow it word for word, why would I want to watch it when I could just go play it, or something along the lines of that? Like with the Last of Us show, it's really good because of the diversions it takes from the game.
Bulletproof apparatus detected on enemies.
Yes, I can see that.
Close range combat is advised.
I know.
Lasers are better though. Yeah, so the Last of Us TV show, I think, is better because of some of the diversions it takes. Barring a few, which I will not be expressing in this video because it is not the correct place to be voicing such distastes. Another design aspect I like about this game is the switch from like this third person to the static I can't think of the word for it, the frozen camera, like that old school like original Resident Evil style camera, like this. It's an interesting design aspect that lets you, it's sort of like a different way to see the battlefield, and allows for different strategies and tactics, as well as different level design and level play. But it's also impressive because it means they have to, for these sections, when it switches from third person to side view or top down, but they have to make sure that the level design works for both the camera styles, which is hard to do. Because you think of most games that work like this, they wouldn't put so much detail into like the walls, but because it's in third person, they have to put a lot more detail into the walls and less detail on the floor. But because it pans up, they have to put more detail on the floor, and so on and so forth. It's a very time-consuming process.
Maybe they, I don't know, moved it somewhere?
I wonder where they moved it to. I couldn't possibly imagine where they moved it to. Birds.
You mean the birds? Yeah, there's more plants and animals here than there used to be. Probably because the environment's changed.
Yes, so this game takes place, I think it's 50,000 years in the future, something like that. Basically, anyone that you know and love has been dead, like their bones in the dirt. They are no longer bones in the dirt. That's how long it's been. Their casket, it's no longer a casket. The gravestone that you put on their burial, yeah, that's been eroded away. That's how long it's been. And because it's post-apocalyptic, it's even worse. Ooh, those clouds in the distance are just PNGs.
Across that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but
Like,
should we check it out?
where the pommel of my sword is, that
It's
cloud
not like
is just,
command to get a location
that's a
wrong.
PNG.
I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
I wouldn't bet on that.
Also, if you want some really good, like pseudo relaxing, but also just really good music that is very unique, listen to the Nier Automata OST. It is incredible.
I'll just take him out.
And fun fact, all of the lyrics for every song is in Chaos language, but each song's Chaos language is inspired by a different language. Like, I've heard inspirations from French, from Spanish, I think from some Tagalog, I think, and even like Gaelic. Not Gaelic. Actually, no, I think Gaelic is the right term. Like the Scottish-Irish languages. But I might do some research in between episodes and put in the description, or even just say outright in the video when I get to certain segments what language inspired which Chaos language. I mean, I'm sure those who know the languages would be able to hear those influences, but the chances of that are rare considering most of my audience is Australian and American.
Is that?
Target enemy detected.
Yeah, it was the big boy all along, the thing we were just walking on. That was the target enemy. And he's angry now. How dare you piss in my cornflakes! What the fuck is he talking about? 2B, I don't think it launched quite right. Oh yeah, back, completely random and off topic, but, well, I guess it's not entirely off topic, but Nier Automata actually had a Final Fantasy 14 crossover. There's an entire series of raids in Final Fantasy 14 that are canon. They're really good and really well made, and the quality is just as good as Nier Automata. It's just with a different look, because Final Fantasy 14 is obviously older. I think it came out 2014? This came out in 2017. 16, 17. Ow. That smacked me right at the end. Oh god, now I'm in black and white for this cutscene, because I got hit. Please heal thyself.
What's your status?
Okay,
This
thank
is the
god.
target. I'm going to destroy.
Right. I'll provide support.
See, if you get that perfect dodge at the right time, you get one of 3 different retaliations. One with your pod, if you fire after you get the dodge.
Proposal. Evade.
One with your light attack, where you go up into the air, and one with your heavy attack, which I cannot remember. That's right, you just stab and then throw the heavy sword, or heavy weapon. Well, the heavy sword, because each weapon type has its own unique animation for its retaliation attack. Man, my favorite area is not gonna actually show up for a while. Actually, the favorite area for the music. Actually,
Backing in.
no, it is just my favorite area overall. I don't know how you can hack missiles, but apparently 9S is just baller that way. God, it's so slow. Four. Just decided to play tennis with fucking 9S.
Black box signal detected. No response to communications.
Ah, damn, I was about to say, hooray, he's alive. Oh, hooray, he's dead, not alive.
Send a support request to command.
Negative. Communications have been jammed.
Thankfully, there's a majority of the lines in the game, at least I've never seen that before. A majority of the lines in this game are voice acted, so I will not be reading much, thankfully. There are certain stuff when it comes to NPCs and side quests that are not, and we'll have to deal with reading without voices then. Man, I need to play a game again where I can voice characters, because that's fun. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, I thought that'd get them all. God, the combat in this is just so much fun. It's just... Your attacks are very meaty and satisfying, and it helps that you can see precisely how much damage you're doing, both damage numbers and the red of the health bar.
Gel and logic virus vaccines. Then access the...
Inadvisable. The subject's vital signs are too poor to attempt field repair.
What vital signs? He's a machine.
2B. Just go.
You shut up too.
We're soldiers. We take pride in our service.
HO229.
Why does it sound like a helicopter?
Command 677 received. Usage rights transferred from 9S to 2B. Requesting acknowledgement.
Please.
All right.
It's good framing as well, using the rule of thirds. So the middle section was empty space, and it was framed with the flight unit on the right and 9S and the Goliath on the left. It's good framing. And hanging on that shot for a little bit longer for like a sense of tension. I'm not fantastic in my knowledge when it comes to filmmaking, but I do know a little bit. I took a film class in high school, so I know a little bit. Yeah, I've also done some film work in tertiary education.
I found a weakness in the target.
It's annoying I can't get close enough to smack it.
Provide support. To be the control on the enemy's upper arm.
What control are we talking about?
Should be able to take it over.
I told you to shut up!
Thankfully, the controls for this are incredibly simple. R1 to shoot, R2 to dodge, X for light attack. Sorry, square for light attack, triangle for heavy attack. I keep getting the buttons confused because I know this uses the Xbox control scheme, but I'm on a PS5 controller.
Adjusted.
Balance controls overridden. Enemy unit subjugation complete.
Playing this thing on PC is a nightmare. I do not recommend it, and I will not be doing so. It's best on control. What the fuck? Man, the inside of it is worse than the outside. I don't know what her plan is here. Especially jumping out and stabbing it in the eye. Like, either that stab was immensely powerful or it was already dead when she did that. There she lay, dead on the ground. On the enemy.
Talk about bringing the battle to them. Ought to be.
Contact command. Request assistance.
No. It doesn't look like that's going to be necessary.
Yeah, all that effort to take down one of them. There is now 3 more.
Oh, great.
Don't worry, these guys will be going down dime a dozen later.
I don't imagine that this is going to end well.
Why are you coughing? You are but an android, not a machine. But a machine, not a human. Why are you coughing?
Right.
I love the design of the black box, because when you think of black box, you think, oh yeah, it's called a black box because it's like the safety thing, it's the thing that's left behind. No, it is just a literal black box.
Requesting destruction of enemy hostiles via black box reaction.
Request accepted.
Doobie, it was an honor to fight with you. Truly.
The honor was mine.
Tink. Cheers. Prost. And that's the end of 9S and 2B. At least that's what the game wants you to believe. Welcome to the bunker. A command post sitting in Earth's orbit. What a neat fucking idea.
So, mission complete and all that, huh? The Goliaths were wiped out, and we secured a route into enemy territory. Now we can...
9S.
Yeah?
Thank you for uploading my data to the bunker.
I did that? Sorry, I don't remember. There wasn't a whole lot of bandwidth down there, you know? I probably only had enough time to back up your memories. Mine are only intact up to the point just before we rendezvoused.
I see.
So he doesn't remember anything that we just did.
Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
Which is, it's kind of shitty. All that, it's really nice to have someone around. He doesn't remember a damn thing. Like, if, for all he knows, that was the first time they met. Yes, I want to do that. So basically the online features of this just lets you find bodies of other players, and you can use them to help yourself, and some other features that I won't get into right now. Also, as you can see, I have played this before. This is just but one save that I had not finished. I had finished the entire game, but we can get into that at a later date. That is my own personal save, so I will not be saving over it either. Oh, so this is such a neat idea for a loading screen, having it.
12 AD.
Hey, it's Matt Mercer.
The year mankind's glorious history
My favorite voice
came
actor
to
of
a
all
sudden
time.
and abrupt end. When the world was invaded by
The every
aliens
nerd.
from beyond the stars. The aliens unleashed a new breed of weapon, machine life forms, that all but annihilated human civilization. The handful of survivors that remained fled from Earth, seeking refuge on the moon. 5204 AD. Humanity launched its counterattack, deploying an army of androids from a network of orbiting bases. But after more than a dozen large-scale descents upon the enemy, we still haven't managed to repel the invaders. That is why you, the Yorha forces, exist. To break this stalemate, once and for all. You are our ultimate weapon, and you must put an end to this war.
Understood, sir.
I wish you good hunting.
Glory to mankind. Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
Little bit of exposition lore dump. Yeah, these loading screens are really a neat idea because we're playing as androids, not humans. So it makes sense that the loading screen would be the boot sequence of an android. Also, I completely missed that. Sorry, my bad. I forgot it auto scrolls the stuff. Basically, calibration is just going through the game settings. Let's start by getting the brightness setting. Okay, how does this look? Good. Roger that. Oh, and I should probably let you know that the entire process is being recorded for posterity. Now take a look at your voice recognition settings. It seems your voice recognition is set to mute, which isn't going to work. I'm going to call out to you. I'm going to call out to you now. Make sure you can hear my voice. The subtitles are playing because he is actually speaking. But I'm good. Wait, you shouldn't be able to hear me now.
Could you try and pick up the pace a little bit? This is getting embarrassing. Ma'am, are you there? All right, are we good now?
He was actually calling out like that dialogue the entire time, which is really interesting idea. It's funny how they play with some of the meta stuff in this. I'm fine, 9S. There's something calming about your voice.
Thank you. Anyway, that takes care of the settings. Hold on. Your self-destruct permissions are missing. Wait a sec, we need to restore those. I could set it for you, but you should probably do it yourself. Regulations and all, you know?
Now there's a little secret thing you can do where you don't turn on the self-destruct and go down like a whole little bit of dialogue tree, but I'm not going to do that because I do not care. I just want to get this done.
If things go wrong during an op, you may have to sacrifice yourself in order to finish it, so once you're finished making adjustments, you can go ahead and close this out.
Except the self-destruct does not actually kill you, it just leaves you at 1 hit point. You got pretty ass.
Morning.
Bam! Look at ass. Pods are so creepy that they just float
the
there.
commander's put me in charge of your maintenance, ma'am. That means I'll be performing regular checks on you from now on.
I see.
Oh, don't worry. We 9S
Such a
models are the
delayed
best around,
IC.
you know. Though I suppose we're not exactly known for our modesty.
9S.
What is it, ma'am?
Stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
There's no need to
God,
be
the
so
delay
formal.
between dialogue is so annoying.
Alright. If you say so. Oh, I almost forgot. The commander was calling for you. We'd better go see what's up, man. 2B.
I like that he catches himself on that.
You need
You've
to be
got
near an
mail.
access point to save your data. You can see access points on the close range map. Be sure to save often.
Cool. Let's read the mail. Ah, we don't care, it's just test mail. But yeah, the save point is also explained in universe. You can only save when you're nearby one of these things. There's so many neat concepts that are very meta and fourth wall breaky. Such interesting ideas.
Ah, 2B. Maintenance finished?
Yes, Commander.
You detonated your black box in order to defeat the enemy.
She sounds so aggressive saying
But
that.
risky. Try not to be so reckless next time.
Understood.
I know you're fresh out of maintenance, but I have another mission for you. I need you to head to the surface, rendezvous with the Resistance, and do some recon.
Doesn't Yorha have a dedicated resistance contact already?
We haven't been able to get in touch with them, so we'll need you to look into that as well.
Understood.
Side quests. Well, the resistance stuff is the main quest, but looking into the other thing is a side quest.
The surface? That means we'll be getting flight units, huh? Better head for the hangar. Usually we can't get near flight units. They're way too expensive for us grunts. Too bad they can't mass produce these things yet.
I still want to know why they can't mass produce them. You have a command post in fucking orbit, but you can't mass produce some small little flight units? Like, there's 3 of them. 1 here and then 2 on that wall just there. Oh, there's 4. There's 1 behind it. Behind a wall. They are pretty fucking sweet though.
Hey 2B, why do you think they sent a combat model like you to a recon job? If all they want is intel, these
Escort.
scanner models are built for that kind of thing.
Orders are orders.
Alright, alright.
So yeah, every Yorha model has a different type
2B,
that has a
you're
different
going to have
specialty.
some new weaponry installed from here on out. I'll put up instructions for you. Make sure to commit them to memory.
Roger.
So he's a scanner type model 2. Sorry, scanner model type 2. And she's a battle model type. Sorry, she's a yeah, battle model type 2. So 9S and 2B. It'll make sense soon. So 9S is all about... Oh fuck, no, whatever. 9S is all about hacking and gathering intel and all that sort of stuff, while 2B is all about just head-to-head combat, stuff like that. Well, fuck you, buddy. Look at you now, you got no appendages. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Bunker to 2B.
Bastard.
I've set a landing point for your flight unit.
Do I not have
You'll be
any...
touching down quite a ways from the resistance camp, unfortunately. Sorry for the trouble, but we can't risk the
I was
enemy
low
discovering
on
their position.
the
Understood.
small recoveries.
Good luck down there.
I also forgot I don't have my auto recovery anymore. But we can get that soon. Welcome to Earth. This is the first of many buildings. Specifically, welcome to the city ruins. It's beautiful. Like that eerie stillness of life. I love it so much. It's why I loved Stellar Blade when that came out.
Target location acquired. Marking on map.
Like,
Proposal. Proceed to target location.
thank you, Pod. Like, you can see like some clear issues and age, like where my pod is, the white one. All the foliage there has got some pretty bad anti-aliasing. So you can see all the like artifacting. But it looks really good. But I'm going to be ending this episode here. I know I said I wasn't going to do it in chapters, but we are almost at the 45-minute mark, and this is a good point to stop it off. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. This will be the long-standing series for now. And at some point in the story, I think I might break it up with Far Changing Tides. Just to mix things up a bit, because this is a long game. This will be easily, I want to say 20 episodes. I am really disappointed with the way Silent Hill went. The fact that I can't fucking play it at a decent frame rate consistently is really infuriating, and I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.